Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Pentiment, where today we're going to fall in a big hole. That's 100% of my ambitions for Magdalene's Day. That's what we're doing, right? We're just running over to Baltazar's place. I don't think there's anything else
No,
critical,
unless
unless we wanted to ask Apollo about getting down to the. I just don't.
no. So what I wanted to ask him about was the thing with the key, and like that's just not a dialogue option for either
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, that
So
is
I mean,
strange.
are we still just keeping that from Father Thomas, or should we tell him they probably have the key?
I
Like,
don't. I don't know
are
that
we
I
snitches?
I don't know that I want to give him any information. I supremely do not trust him. Of all the people in town,
Oh yeah,
I
no,
find Father Father Thomas the least trustworthy.
he's definitely arranging the murders. Is the thing.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that he would murder them over the key, but
but we believe he has a history of arranging murders. So this does seem like it seems like a big move, right? Like maybe Baltus can help us figure out a way to get into the mine. It's like what we need is like a rope, right? Just like a rope and a big rock to tie it around.
here is my thinking from the time that he first appeared.
Uh huh.
I wanted it to be some, some complicated nonsense, like some Murdoch Mysteries bullshit, uh, some kind of mechanical gear thing, and I would like him to do something.
He is
So
literally just standing back there comparing two gears. So I don't know.
he's trying to figure out which one is good and which one is guilty.
There are no guilty gears. Not in this time period. They haven't had the audacity yet. Magdalene, hello. I was just jotting down a few new ideas. You weren't. I was watching you. I know what you were doing. Did you need something? Yes, if you have a moment. I need to get into the old salt mine, but I don't have a way down. Can you help me? To get into the salt mine, yes? You must be on quite the adventure. This is where he offers us his autogyro. Well, ideally, we could rig up a double pulley system to lower and raise yourself in the shaft. But that might take a while. Well, I would like to go in today if possible. Of course, of course. Would a good length of rope suffice? You could brace against the wall of the mine shaft. Are you strong enough to support your own weight? Against the wall, I think so. Excellent. Thank you, Baltus. Of course, of course. Here you go. Do be careful, though. Make sure the ropes are secure. I will. Until later. Okay, he literally did just give us some rope and we're going to tie it around a rock or something. Okay, I told you this was all we needed.
Okay. Well, I wanted more, but I see how it is.
Me too. I would have loved his ornithopter, perhaps.
Yes.
His steam-powered iron giant. We could just stand in its hand and have it lower us down. Wait, you can't get to the woods from the Bauer farm? You have to go this way. There we go. So this is a different area that is not connected to the underground area that we were in with Andreas and Casper, right?
As far as we know.
Unless I guess unless this is what was through that, because there was that wall, the collapsed wall to the left as well. Amabel,
What?
have you seen the owl?
Wait, where? Oh no! Oh God!
That is such a
Oh,
that is
it's
such a good owl.
oh my God! It's so tiny.
Hast thou beheld? Buddy, buddy, clicking on the owl accomplishes nothing. Except it fills me with joy.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this. Let's do this. Close up. This is his star turn. Baltus gave me this rope to climb down, but it might take a while. Should I go now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we have anything else to do right at this moment. We just tie it around like some of this machinery up here, probably. We don't really need a big rock. Yeah, that works. She's figuring it out very slowly. Oh, I don't know if I would have just hucked it down there like that.
No.
Don't you want to, like, wrap it around yourself first?
I trust her, though. This girl has snills.
Okay, it's going to be like that. I see how it is. Oh, there's a ladder for part of it. Not that I think that's not necessarily trustworthy. Hey, you know what I can't do?
What?
This.
No, me neither. I could probably fall real good.
Yeah, I'm exceedingly good at falling.
I've noticed.
All right, I'll just all day long, the whole episode. I see how it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, what have we here? There are a lot of different coins down here. How odd. It's not like this is a saint's well. That is odd. Oh, a tablet. There's still writing on it. Oh, it's a poem. I think it's a love note.
Ooh.
Okay, I can't read this. Frauen. Okay, I know what a Frau is. Die Liebe deiner Brust lasst schwellen in mir eine Aufstrebende. Yeah, nothing. Not a word of it. Oh, that word says lust. Has been rhymed with keinen Frust. Anyway.
I
would have chucked this shit down on my shaft too. I think we can be open about Magdalen's feelings about romance here when there is no one to hear us. Oh, this looks like a larger version of some of Baltus's contraptions. Wait. Did you hear that? Hold on. I think I heard movement. And maybe it's just the sound of us walking. Now that I'm down here, I should see what I can find from the Roman era and before. Oh, bones. They're far too big to be human? No horns. Looks like a mule to me. Maybe it hauled that winch. Poor creature dying down here.
Oh.
I for sure thought this was a rock or something when I clicked on it. The scullular shape of it did not really impress itself on me immediately, which is weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, a piece of pottery. That's beautiful. Do you want to check out this cave? I'm going to head down here a little bit further first.
Yeah.
More pottery. Like, here's the question is, do we think anything's going to happen in these side chambers that would prevent us from searching further? Probably not, right? It's probably safe.
Probably.
Certainly a lot of pottery around here. Oh, these must be the same kind of figurines Till and the other farmers find in the fields. To think there are so many remnants of our ancestors scattered in fields and caves like these. Stuff just sitting around. It's wild. I am not allowed to run down here, by the way. The whole running system is kind of strange, because when you're just like out in the world, you can hold down a run button, but it only makes you move like 10% faster, it feels like. Seems barely worth the effort. Okay, hold on. This is something. There's a Latin inscription here. Tassia aquam... I mean, it's not rocket science. I don't know this word, though. Det avt Pluto mis... yeah, I don't know. Does that make any sense to you? I wish I could zoom the feed for you.
Yeah, it's hard from the distance that I'm at, but oh.
Oh, this looks like a Roman map of Tassing. I wonder what's changed. Let's see if I can map everything out. There's the aqueduct of the spring. The abbey was an old fort up on the hill, and there's the rest of town. Wait, what's this building? I don't recognize it. Mithraeum. I don't know that word. I can't quite tell what it's meant to label on the map. Maybe some sort of temple? Well, whatever it is, it's not in Tassing now. That's so odd. So this is the Mithraeum is what we fell into with Casper and Andreas, right?
I think so. If I remember correctly, Mithraeum is like a temple to Mithras, who was like there was a mystery religion from the period.
This almost looks like an altar. But what would an altar be doing in a salt mine? It's even carved out of the salt. Huh. Does it look like... This does not look like an altar to me. Got some more Latin. It's not very formal. A worker must have carved it. There's that word again, Mithraeum. It must have been important to the Romans. Damnata salaria aula descendit. There's a thing below. Hold on. I'm going to go back up into the main tunnel. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that descending in this room is actually going to do something. So I'm curious if the mine shaft ends shortly past this. It sure does. Oh, a cave-in. The wood here looks newer than the first part of the mine. Was this collapse recent? So yeah, this is going to be something meaningful. Are you ready to be confronted by the Forgotten City?
Sure.
Ugh, that game.
What game?
Don't worry about it. I have a lot of these pottery pieces. I should find out if they're all from the same pot. Yes, let's do that now.
Oh, yes, a mini game.
I do love a mini game. So I'm assuming I can rotate these. Yes, okay. Right. It's actually it's really strange trying to pick. Oh, geez. Okay. It's really like it's very sluggish with letting me pick things up and put them down, and it won't let me rotate stuff just out in space. I have to key it to a position. All right. Well, hold on. So like this goes here, right?
Is it?
Yeah. So the horizontal lines line up. The tooth lines up.
Well, that one goes up.
And then this
Yeah,
goes
that one
above
definitely
it.
goes. Maybe. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, totally. This is wait, actually, is this here? No, it's not. It just doesn't quite. It won't let me put this back over among the nothing, so I'm gonna put it like in this corner if it will let me.
Okay.
Just get it out of the way for a second.
I'm thinking that one. I can't point obviously, but over on the right above that, I think. Oh yeah, that goes there. That one above, I think. Yeah. Does that go somewhere off of that leg? It's just kind of hanging and chilling.
Yeah, I think this fits like this. Yeah. Okay.
Does that one above it also? No, maybe not.
Somebody's got a little knife.
Well, that's good.
So, do we have an edge piece that has this? Like, is this? No, that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit that way at all. It really sucks that they don't let you take once you've put a piece into the grid. It has to live there forever.
But that's telling us all the pieces do fit, though. They're all the same pot, because otherwise
I
that
mean,
would be
we
very
knew we
bad
knew
puzzle
all the
design.
pieces fit. It's a video game.
Yeah. Okay.
Like not to get too meta on you here, but I was already certain of this.
Well, I wasn't.
There we
I'm.
go. That works.
That one that's hanging down there at the bottom, maybe goes up in that middle part because
You
it's
are
like a jigsaw
absolutely
piece
right. Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Good call. Good eye. Good looking out.
Do you like doing jigsaw puzzles at all?
No, not really.
I didn't think so.
I sort of don't see I don't get it. I don't see the point.
Yeah,
They seem like a very sort of tedious task to me.
they are. I mean, it's kind of like with cross stitch. It's just a thing you do that's kind of automatic. I didn't think it was your thing, but it never really has come up before. I thought I will ask her.
Yep, there we go. That's good.
Mm,
Then
is that one
this
up?
is
Is that
gonna
one
be
up?
up
Okay,
here.
and then that next one up top on the left goes in that part right there. I'm pointing, but you can't see me pointing. I'm being very bad at helping you.
So this incidentally was in the right spot. And there's just a bit that we're still missing. Down there on the bottom. Got it.
Yeah.
The figures on this pot lid look like they're telling a story. Do you remember when the giant lady showed up and she fired all those jaguars at William Shakespeare?
Yes.
These paintings must depict an early myth, even before the Romans. Let's see. This must be Perchta, and these must be the forest spirits. Part of the wild hunt. Oh, God. The next part looks like a human sacrifice. Someone, maybe a chieftain, is sacrificing a man to Perchta. The bottom half of the lid continues the story. These look like spirits. They must be coming in to feast on the sacrifice. That must be how our ancestors tried to keep Tassing safe. They offered sacrifices to Perchta. Well... Oh,
Ooh.
gosh. How do we feel like... The church wouldn't want us necessarily portraying pagan rituals, right? But if they
Yeah.
felt like it portrayed the pagan ritual in a negative light... I don't know. I don't know if I want to like... I want to communicate stuff. I want to tell the truth in the mural, but I'm also a little uncertain of like exactly how much hassle we should expect if we do this directly.
Yeah. What I'm more like the way it's phrased with the maybe, like I want to say this probably isn't committing us to that. I'd
Yeah,
be really trepidatious about being committed to it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, I'm going to do this top one based on pretty much the same logic. It says maybe this is what I could paint in the mural. I don't think we're making a decision right now. To think that our ancestors made this and I'm holding it now. Maybe this is what I could paint in the mural. I'll have to think about it before I decide for certain. Yeah, okay. All right, I better keep on going before I run out of oil in my lamp. More Latin writing, the word Mithraeum again. I won't be able to go any further with all the rubble. I suppose this is as far as I can go. Still, the murals on the walls showed me what tassing was like when the Romans were here. I wonder if I can find out where the Mithraeum was, or what it is. And putting the pottery shard back together showed one of the earliest stories of tassing. I think I've seen everything I can down here, and my oil is running out. Time to climb back out. Unless... right, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to get over here and the famed tassing serial killer, Ursula and Father Thomas, are going to be standing at the bottom of the ladder. Each of them holding a rifle. Oh. That's dangerous. Wait, who's that? Hello, is someone there? I'd better get out of this shaft before another rock comes crashing down. Yeah, this is definitely safe. I'm sure that other rock was a total accident. Who was that? Even Apollo and Artemis would have helped me out of here. Well, now that I have more information, I can make some decisions on the first section of the mural. I mean, that is very curious.
Yeah.
We can ask if they saw anybody run past, if they're still out here. Whoa. You. Yes? I'm Holler Brant, the Lord's gamekeeper. Why are you grazing pigs in the woods? Do I look like I raise pigs? Do I? I honestly have no idea. I don't know if this is going to work or not.
Let's try it.
Do I look like I raise pigs? You look like a little girl who's going to be in a lot of trouble if she doesn't answer my question. Okay, that's not my pig. I've been walking around this forest for hours. Other than the charcoal burner and the tinker, you're the only other person I've seen. If the pig doesn't belong to you, what are you doing here? We could just try to confuse his ignorant man brain. Also, we're probably hold on. I'm allowed to be in the woods. Right?
Yeah, but does have the gun. This is my concern.
I don't think he's going to shoot us. Hold on. Does everyone have to justify being in the woods? If I think you're stealing the Lord's wood or illegally grazing our pigs, yes. All right, let me ask a different question. Whose pig is this? I don't know. This pig was in the woods when I came in here. A mysterious lost pig. Who apparently belongs to no one.
You killed that pig.
I'm going to say nothing in...
Oh!
Well... I find any more pigs in these woods, I'll kill them on the spot. And those who brought them here. Do you understand? Yes? Good. Remind your neighbors what happens when you break the Lord's lambs. Laws. Remind your neighbors what happens to the Lord's lambs. Well, that was grim. I knew the Lord's men patrolled these woods, but I've never actually seen one before. I didn't realize they were so strict. Also, that guy is extremely bad at finding people, because we know that the twins have been in the woods. Are they twins, Artemis and Apollo?
Yeah, they're twins.
Okay. I suppose I should consider myself lucky. Anyway, time to get out of these woods and go back to work at the rat house. Jeez. Okay, we're going to get away from the pig.
Yeah, let me know when we're not on that screen anymore, please.
Okay, we are away from the pig. And yeah, Apollo's right fucking here. We're not allowed to talk to him about people who might have been in the woods. Nor Artemis. Nor are we allowed to use the map that we saw to suggest to ourselves that we run out into the forest, because there might be a thing right over there. I was kind of hoping from the map we would be able to figure that out. Well, shit. Now what?
Let's just go back to the rat house.
I mean, we should tell somebody about the pig thing, right? Where's the map that had the pigs on it? It's next to the Bauer farm, isn't it?
Maybe.
Actually, these might be Martin's. Hold on. I am not allowed to tell them. I mean, Martin mostly has his pigs fenced in.
Yeah. Oh, the gardeners.
Yeah, it's probably a Gertner pig. But it looks like I'm not allowed to say anything about it to them either. Yep, okay. Never mind. The pig shall remain unclaimed. Grim. Okay. So we have more ideas for the mural now.
Yeah.
Is that going to be enough to let us actually start on it, do you think?
I mean, she did say she should go to the rat house to start work, so I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And maybe there'll be a council person or two at the rat house we can tell about the...
You doing okay?
I feel like such a baby. It's just...
We are, in fact, not allowed to go to the rat house and start work.
Why did they...
I do agree with you. That is certainly what the dialogue suggested. Carl? All right. There was a building on the map labeled Mithraeum. I'm not sure what it means, and I can't really figure out where it would be in our town today. Anyway, I can't use that part of the mural. It's just odd. The twins are mischievous and may have ulterior motives. The key is missing. Yeah, I'm not actually 100% sure what to do to progress at this point. Which is, I feel like the first time.
Yeah. Oh, there's Clara.
Magdalene, dear. Hello, Clara. Thank you again for helping me look after the house. I can't tell you how much more time this gives me to work on the mural. Oh, it's no trouble. You have your hands full as it is. And I know Dad really enjoys the company while I'm working, too. Ah, yes, he sleeps most of the day, but he's been in good spirits whenever I drop in on him. You two keep a clean house, too. Well, aside from the workshop, but I can't blame you for that. I've left that to you to take care of. I don't want to damage any of your supplies. Thank you, Clara, truly. You've been such a blessing to us both. Oh, you're such a dear, Magdalene. God bless you. Alright, there's nothing over here to interact with. Technically, I'm allowed to sleep, but, like, it's the middle of the day. Magdalene? Hey, Dad. How are you feeling? Can I get you anything? No, I'm fine. You go on. All right. I'll come back and check on you later.
Huh.
I figured as long as we were here, seemed like the thing to do.
I'm trying to think what else. So the thing we haven't done, I don't really want to do, is talk to Ots.
Yeah, I've been avoiding it.
I don't know if we need that to do that to progress.
Well, he's
It's not really
standing out
limited-
on his porch here. Let's see.
Not really limited to do the things we want to do.
Hey, Megs. Got your way with the mural, huh? I didn't expect you to convince the council like that. Maybe a little harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be pretty stubborn when I want to be. Ots. I want this to come across like a warning. Clearly, I'm impressed. The rest of the council's been arguing over the matter for so long, even I couldn't get a word in. Then you come in and shut them up in a few minutes. We could use more women like you in the town. Well, there are plenty of opinionated women in town. You want to let us join the council? Well, you'd have to take that up with the Lord. Besides, I don't think any of them are as hard-headed as you. You're the exception, Magdalene. You always are. Okay, kid's got it bad. He is down something terrible. Do we want to, like, I feel like this is leaving the door open for him to maybe, like, make a move or to repeat the compliment at least.
Let's do that because I feel like he'd be very bad at making a move, and that'd be funny.
Okay. You really think so? Well, yeah. I wouldn't tell you that otherwise. You're, an admirable woman. Anyway, standing up to the council like that was great. I know I'm on the council, but sometimes it doesn't seem like I have any influence. Otts actually seems insecure about his place on the council. I mean, of course he does. That doesn't seem like a strange revelation to me. He's always poking fun at me, too. Maybe I should remind him he's not that important after all. It'll be fine. I'm only poking back. Right? Oh, the way she said that, I feel like is a warning. All right, let's maybe not harass him then in this moment.
Yeah. Let's do the first one.
Yeah. You do, though. You vouched for me to do the mural in the first place. Well, only after your dad did. I still feel bad about that. I should have stuck up for you. Being the youngest one on the council has been harder than I thought. I know Baltus and Werner don't think I'm capable, and even Paul has warned me about being too rash. My dad died trying to make a difference in this town. All I'm trying to do is carry on his legacy, but it seems like the others won't make room for any change. Yeah, I think this is the thing that we would be like, that our version of Magdalene would be very sympathetic to.
Yeah.
I like the first one.
Okay.
Well, keep pushing, Ots. They're stuck in the past, but we're looking toward the future of Tassing. Thanks, Mags. Magdalene. It'll take time, but maybe they'll listen to me eventually. Oh well. Better get back to it. Where it is standing on my porch staring into the middle distance. So, yeah. What do we do to advance time?
Oh.
So, I should sit down to read the Historia Tassier thoroughly soon. But I didn't. I was kind of thinking when we went into our own home that we would be offered that prompt, that we would have the
Yeah,
option to like sit down at our workbench and read.
and we just haven't been. It's really strange.
Yeah, it is really strange. Curious about something here. Nope, it still won't actually allow me to access the ruins. I was wondering if we could go over there and try to, from there, like, triangulate the position of the Mithraeum.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could do it here, perhaps? Nope, that's the same text as before. Yeah, and she can't. She can't do it.
Do you want to try? This might be reaching, but you want to try talking to Smokey again now that we've been out in the whole mine? Maybe Smokey and the other guy know something about. I don't know. I'm reaching, but can't think of anything else.
Yeah. I feel like we've talked to everybody. Sit down and read is the last note on his Historia Tassier.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I can finish it in time for him to see it. It's late. I should go to bed soon, but that was, that was yesterday when it actually was late.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little baffled. We could go tell Father Thomas about the key, I suppose.
I feel bad snitching about that, but also it's not giving us any other way to progress anything.
Yeah. Sister Emily told me she hears Artemis and Apollo come into confession. Twins are mischievous. Father Thomas told me the key to the tabernacle went missing. It is super weird that we can't say anything about it to them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess let's go talk to Father Thomas.
Yeah.
Have we been to see we haven't been to see the Poor Clares like this time period, right? We just had the clock creep forward on us a little. Maybe
By a handful of hours.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a conversation to be had here that might give us something, because I feel very lost. No, okay, well, at least we get to do this. Worth it. Worth walking all
Yeah.
the way up here. All right, Father Thomas. So many screen transitions.
Yeah, I would not mind a fast travel button.
You know, just pop into the Golden Hand here and see if there's a conversation awaiting. Hello, Magdalene. How's your father? He's hanging on, but Dr. Stoltz is concerned that he's not improving. Good? That's a hell of a response to the words I just said. Good. You must make sure that he eats hearty meals. I know the season makes it difficult, but he needs the best of what you have in storage if he's to heal. I'll send Nico over with a few of our good apples later. I'm sure Klaus would appreciate the visit. Yeah, I'm very grateful to you both. Well, it's mutual. Your father has done much for me and Nico these past few years. He even counseled us in our... never you mind. Your what? Oh, it's only that, well, your father is a learned man. In books, yes, but in matters of family, too. You're proof enough, I should think. A respectable young woman like you raised all alone. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought up your mother. I know it still hurt Klaus. I feel like maybe I want to just like brush that off. Not to say that it wasn't an unpleasant thing, but I don't want to engage with her about it.
Yeah.
It's all right. You've grown into quite a woman, Magdalene. I hope you find a happy marriage with a man worthy of the woman your father raised. That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to snap a little here. Don't I get any credit for who I've become? Huh. Just as prickly as your mother, too. She always demanded all credit due for her labors. No doubt Father Thomas has his thoughts on that, but I always appreciated that she refused to hide her light under a bushel. Just like you. That's enough talk from me. There's work to be done. The inn doesn't run itself. Until later, Magdalene. Yeah, until then. Well, I don't know that was, like, super productive, but it was certainly something.
Yeah.
Let's check in with the kids upstairs. Magdalene, tell me something. All right. Why was I cursed with a life in Tassing? What does this pathetic little hamlet have to offer a man like me? Tell me, Magdalene. Wow, okay. I kind of want to just call him out for being drunk, just directly.
Yeah.
You're drunk again, aren't you? I was destined for the courts of kings. Not a town full of peasants who churn out more of themselves than the rabbits in the meadow. A town where craftsmen, learned men like myself, Baltus, even your father, have their minds wasted. And in a few decades we will be dead and Tassing will forget us all. God doesn't care. He never cared for me. He deserted us all when the abbey was destroyed. If he even exists. I think, like, this is enough shit talking. This is the Bristles answer, even if there's no Bristles associated with it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't deserve this place if you can't see its worth. Just a gaggle of fools and churls. You know, I've tried to do what's best for all, but none of you listen. It's only argue, argue, argue. You, Klaus, Jorg, Baltus. Ah, Baltus and his stupid inventions. He's the biggest fool of all. And yet, this gaggle of fools is the best you could do. You were born a failure. You bit... No. You're trying to provoke me. I won't rise to it. You'll never find a husband with that attitude of yours, girl. If you're the kind of bachelor I can expect to choose from, I should become a nun. I'm a good man, damn you. Educated, important. I could have any woman I wanted if I cared to try. You'd be a hideous nun anyway. I don't think that that's one of the more important qualifications for being a nun.
No, it's not.
You're only allowed to take on the habit if you would look hot wearing it. I'm gonna just roll my eyes, right?
Yeah.
Tongue-tied the moment someone talks back. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, interesting.
If you're determined to be an asshole, I'm going to leave. I have a mural to work on. Do what you want, Magdalene. Just don't ruin the mural. Not that it matters anyway. Well, now that was very significant, actually.
Yeah.
Way more than I was expecting.
Maybe it will now allow us to progress the plot.
Yeah, maybe we had we had to have an unpleasant interaction with the family doctor. Can I begin work on the mural? She's always talking about how important it is. And how little time is left. And yet, she just fucking won't. Come on. Alright.
Can we try to read the book at home? I don't know.
I didn't see a prompt for it, unless sleep was the prompt for it.
Oh, maybe.
But I don't think so. It's like the middle of the day. I'm gonna enter Werner Stoltz's house and rack up the place. Apparently I won't even allow myself to go upstairs. This chapter of our lives is a little unclear. It's a little slow. Yeah, maybe all that is left to do is to talk to Father Thomas.
Well, why don't we try that then?
Yeah, we'll peek our head inside the Drucker house and see if I do have what I was expecting was an icon at the workbench, right? To stop and read the book.
Exactly.
What does happen if I click sleep over here? No, okay, yeah, because it's the middle of the day. God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Father Thomas. Any luck finding the tabernacle key? Alas, no, it remains out of reach. I'm so reluctant to tell him. Well, I'm sure it'll turn up eventually, Father. Yes, as the Lord sees fit. In the meantime, I shall keep looking. Knock and the door will be opened, after all. God bless you, Magdalene. Okay. I think we're going to have to just accede here. I'm trying to... So there's a star in the Kreutzer house. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I just, like, totally forgot about a thing that we were that we were told to do. It is true, I did not go inside. I feel like this is... This is not the place in the world that wants to see us the most. Hello, Ava. Magda, darling. Otz isn't here, I'm afraid.
He's outside.
Oh, that's all right. I can find him later if I need to. I think he wandered off toward the rat house. Something about the council, but if you ask me, I think he's looking for you. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint him. He'll recover once he learns you've dropped by. He's always working on town council business these days, and he's still working at mastering carpentry, too. I suggested a few years ago that he take up an apprenticeship, but he was determined to remain in Tassing. I think he's more comfortable here, even if that means he'll never be the craftsman Otto was. I help him how I can, but there's only so much I know how to do. Besides, I think he feels like he's taking care of me, instead of the other way around. Funny how time does that. Yeah. This feels like a really weird, prying thing to say, the second option. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I guess the first one.
I guess so. Well, it's good of him to stay. I would worry that you'd be lonely otherwise. Oh, even if he had gone, I wouldn't be alone. I have Mom and Jorg and the rest of the family to help take care of. Besides, they keep me busy. I'll never want for anything with Otz and the community here in Tassing. I miss my husband, but I'm proud of Otz. He's growing into a capable young man. I'm excited to see him grow into a husband and father. He'll make a wonderful partner. She's like beating us about the head and shoulders with it. I'm not going to be mean to her about her kid.
No.
She doesn't deserve it. Otz deserves it. But yeah, whoever he marries will be a lucky woman. It's about that time to start finding a match, too. It's wonderful that God blessed Endris with a wife at last, but I'd rather not have Otz be in his position. Better to marry earlier, while he can raise a family. Anyway, I'm sure you have things to do. I'll let you get back to them. Always good to see you, Magda. Yeah, you too, Ava. I mean, not really. That conversation was kind of a nightmare. God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Till. Do you have a moment? Well, of course. What do you need? Otz says you've been obsessed with the painting. Well, I'm looking into the early history of Tassing for the first part of the mural. Okay, so we must have been given an explicit list of, like, these three people to go talk to about early Tassing, and we just spaced on the fact that Black Till was one of the people on the list. Doesn't seem unreasonable.
Yeah.
Mother Illuminata said that your grandfather read about the history of the town.
Oh, right.
Fertile fields, that is. Seemed like old pot shards and Latin trivia were all he ever cared about. All of Granddad's reading came from the Abbey's library, though, and you know what happened there. Poof, up in smoke. So you don't have any of his old books? Well, only a few. Granddad tried to buy some when the Abbey fell in hard times, but they were too expensive. But I can show you something better than books. Yeah, I mean, we want to be gracious about this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything would help. Right, so we don't have any books on the old pagans, but we do have their stuff. Shards of ceramic pots and animals, bricks from what looks to be an old forge, mountains of salt. We even found a little bear carved from amber. And I care about this way more than I care about where they're currently keeping the things, unless we decide we're going to start heisting.
Heist.
Well, it's not just me. Carl finds things, Fabian too. But any farmer would tell you the same. It's all out there in the fields under the dirt. Can't go one season without turning up something. And where are you keeping these things? Nowhere. We just toss them into piles with the rest of the rocks and root clumps. I mean, sure, it's interesting, but we can't do much of anything with the stuff except look at it. So, what do you think it all means? I don't follow. I mean, how do you think these people lived is the most mural relevant question, but I also feel like it's the largest sequitur sort of like here in the moment, the largest non sequitur here in the moment, and I don't think there's any reason that he would know.
I don't think you would know any of these, though, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
I like the first one personally, but it's your call, sweetheart.
All right. How do you think these people lived? Interesting. Rough, I'd say, but comfortable. Now, we don't find much of their clothes or their houses, so they must have rotted. I guess that would mean they were living in huts. But their tools are good quality. And if they weren't rusted all the hell, I could probably use them today. You know, I don't know why, but I assumed they'd live in caves or in the muck. They weren't Christians, no doubt about that, but they weren't animals either. I'd say they had it hard, but they got by. Not so different from today, really. I guess, man. Earlier you mentioned something about salt. Did the pagans start the mine? Well, I had to have, I'd say. Most people think it was just a Roman project, but I think the Romans just dug out what was already there. That's why tassing was so important to the Romans in the first place. The salt. So tassing wasn't just on the imperial road. They made the road come through tassing. This has been a big help. I'm glad to spread some knowledge around. Important for folks to know their past. You think all this pagan stuff will make it in the mural? I could bring over some of the things the boys and I have found at the rat house tomorrow, if that'd help at all. I guess I'm going to say that would be great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're taking an interest in Magdalene. I thought no one cared about the pagans but me and my granddad. Until tomorrow. Yeah, until then. Okay, so that was actually, like, really important. I'm going to step us outside real quick just to force engage the autosaver. And then I think that is going to be where we leave it for today. It took us a couple of minutes, maybe just like a few minutes, but we eventually remembered what the plot was, where we needed to go. And when you come back next time, well, I dare say we might push it further still. Could happen.
Huge shifter.
So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.
Bye.